All right, thank you so much. Here, the program still this morning on ITV on independent television. So we'll take the very first discussion segment this morning from Benin Network Center, where we'll have Mr. Phillip Aguebor. Yes, we're going to be looking at the resignation of the national chairman, of the former national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, and some of the issues that are related to it. We understand that the new acting chairman in the person of Senator Abubakar Kyari has formally announced the resignation of Senator Adamu Ibrahim. And of course, he has also said that Omishori also resigned as the secretary of the party. Now, all these are beginning to generate reactions and counter-reactions, getting to know that the party, the All Progressives Congress, just featured in the last presidential election. And of course, so many issues, no doubt about that, and so many things that have been said, how the former chairman did not actually support the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and of course, how some, kind of fractions tended to have broke out as a result of all that. Now, we've got Mr. Phillip Aguebor on the program this morning, and we're expecting Mr. Higiato. Samuel Higiato is also a political analyst, so when he comes, he's going to be taking some of the questions that we're going to be asking him on the show this morning. Mr. Phillip, welcome to this program this morning on ITV. All right, so the resignation of the national chairman, of the former national chairman of the APC now, no doubt is generating reactions and all that. So how does it strike you when you heard about it?
It's not a surprising thing. As you know, in politics, chairman comes and goes. The truth is that it's long related in the sense that one expected that the chairman by now would have even resigned, or would have even sacked him before now. Well, if you look at certain issues on ground before the election, the body language, the spoken words here and there, you know that definitely the chairman cannot survive this. Take for instance a situation where the preparation for the party to have its candidates were at the top gear, and the national chairman that was supposed to play a neutral role as the father of all as regards the contestant was seen to be having an arrangement for a particular candidate. So such thing definitely boomerang if his candidate does not scare through. And I think one of those things are the things playing out. And there's also an accusation here and there as regards the financial misappropriation of a party fund. Yeah. Definitely, members must react to that. The NWC, they have deemed it fit to say, okay, let us have an audited account of the party. And from what we are told, that from what we had, as alleged that the party auditor was not involved in the audited account. So you had this personal auditor that brought in his figure. So probably did not go down well with the NWC. Okay. So it's part of it.
All right. So
then, okay.
Yeah. All right. So we are looking at this situation because just like what you said, that before the election, we saw the former national chairman having preference, for particular candidates and all that. And of course, those candidates did not sail through. But some persons have also said it in the other way around, that the national chairman is an individual that must have a political preference, just the way you have your own political preference, whether you're a party man or not a party man. Now, for us now to want to situate it that because his preference did not sail through, he did not support Bola Ahmed Tinubu to emerge as the president, and of course he had to resign. It's better for him to resign, or he would have been shown the way out. For us to put all this together now, where does it take us to politically, in this country?
It's to a very large extent politics, as we found it in Nigeria. And sometimes, like that everywhere, because there's an interest. That's the basic thing. There's a permanent interest. Yeah. And if you look at it, Adamu at his level is a critical stakeholder in the party. And being the national chairman of that party at that level should not play a partisan politics inside the party. He should act as a father of all. Definitely, he will have an interest, but not to the extent he has extended or to the extent he has portrayed his interest. It was overbearing, and it was clear that, okay, like even after whatever he said, I didn't support, though I didn't support you, but all those kind of statements here and there from body language and all those things. So it's clear You know, you cannot actually, now that he's a party chairman, national party chairman, and has brought the party to power. Normally, you know, he should now begin to work with the party. But you can see cases where the leadership of the National Assembly was put in place and they was interviewed. He said he is not aware that the leadership of the party will look into it. You know, so it's clear that he was not ready to work with the leadership of the party.
Are you trying to say that as a national chairman that let us even leave the way the leadership came up, because that was purely an in-house thing. Members of the National Assembly had to elect who is their president and all that. Now, let us look at the caucus leadership. You know, I mean, little wonder that as a national chairman, he ought to have had an input in the caucus leadership. You know, but he was, I don't know if I can say he was not allowed or that his opinion was not sought before yes. members of the National Assembly was named as majority leader, minority leader and all that.
You see, in politics, actually, various people comes together with different interests. If you look at his background, where himself is actually coming from, that is my own personal opinion. You know, he's coming from the CPC background of the amalgamation of the ACN and the CPC, yeah. making the APC. If you watch during the administration of the last president, President Muhammad Buhari, you discover that the CPC, you know, faction of it had a larger or had an upper hand, you know, had swing more to the party than the ACN faction of it. Now the ACN now happen to their group, or rather their leader inside the party now happen to be the president. I think it's an opportunity too for them to bring their men on board to see how they also take over the leadership, take over the control of the party. So I think that is exactly what played out in this aspect of it. Yes, it was involved in the party caucus, yes. Yeah. But the party on the other hand would definitely want to look at it that, okay, yes, we are the ACN group that came in from the ACN to make the APC. This is an opportunity to also have a vital position. So they may have had somebody from their end who also want to be national party chairman that they may also have in mind. So it's time for them to play the game. This is politics, and that's how it plays. So there's no bad feelings.
You strike me like a deep-rooted politician, Philip.
Thank you so much.
Anyway, let's quickly go for a breakdown. We understand that one of our analysts on this segment is already backstage, so let's bring him on board. The program is still here this morning on ITV. Please stay tuned.